Welcome, welcome, welcome. So just want to make sure everyone's in the right spot. This is Schoology 2.0. If you have not taken Schoology 1.0 or done the self-paced course, this may be a little fast for you. So just make sure that, you know, if you want to just watch, you can. We will record, or we are recording. So you can definitely refer back to the recording after. Otherwise, you know, we're ready to get started. We do apologize for the delay. We realize 2 hours is not enough for this type of training, and we want to get you get you information as much as possible so that you can start off your first day with all the tools you need. But in order to fit it into our 8 to 12 time frame, we wanted to make sure we had enough classes for everyone and still keep a small group. So 2 hours is just not enough. So we do apologize for the delay, but we'll definitely do better with this one. And we'll try and get you out in time for lunch, right? but you know, but so again, it is being recorded, so you can do that, but you'll need to sign in to things at the beginning to mark your attendance, and you'll also have a form to complete at the end of the class. To also, to mark your attendance, and to also send you this recording directly, okay, before we post it somewhere else, so that you'll have this recording to refer back to. All right, so without further ado, my name is Esther Williams, and here's Miss Tina Harris.
I don't think we introduced ourselves last time either. It's just like a whirlwind. Well, hello everyone, welcome back, 2.0, yay. So we have a do now that we need you guys to do. I need you to go into Schoology and you're joining a course. Oh, someone has already done it. So you're gonna join this course. I know you have like 50 courses already, but you're gonna use this code that is on the screen and join the course. And I know you know how to do it because you've taken the 101 and you're taking the self-paced. Once you get there, it defaults to this materials page, and then you'll see a Padlet that has been embedded in Schoology. Man, that was something I discovered yesterday. And what you're going to do is there's a plus sign underneath accomplishments and a plus sign under challenges. You're going to, because you played around in Schoology already, you've had time to go in and learn some stuff and have some issues. One thing that you've accomplished, you've done it, you learn how to do it or whatever, just one thing, you're going to put it under the first column. One thing that you may have a challenge, you've already encountered it, even if you solved it, but you encountered an issue or you still have an issue. So you put that under challenges. And I have a couple of people who are caught up. So do now, log into this, join this course, add an accomplishment and a challenge in your Padlet. Esther, you need to take a break for a second?
Me?
Yeah.
No, why?
Okay, because I do. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Set you up for that.
Okay, I got you.
I don't see this course coming up when I'm trying to join it. Where am I joining this from?
So you said you have student courses join? So you're joining this course as a student. Yeah, so if that's what the message that you're getting.
Let's see.
So you make sure you're clicking courses at the top of your Schoology, and then when you go to join course.
Okay. It's not showing it.
And so it's giving you a error message saying.
It just gives me a list of courses, but.
Okay, can you?
This one's not coming up.
Did you click My Courses?
Did not.
Once you
there
click
it
on,
is.
yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Because
Okay,
it's courses, My Courses, and Join.
Join.
There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, and that's where that code comes in. Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Let's see. Sorry.
No problem.
Oops, if the message is good. Here we are. Okay.
So some classroom management suggestions that I have is, the first thing, you see how some people are requesting that the code be dropped in the chat? I know when you project, when you share your screen, it diminishes the size, but you want to think of a way of training your students where whatever you put on the board, they're paying attention to what is put up here. And that way you don't have to keep putting stuff in the chat. Because last time when we had this training, you know, in every meeting that I've been in, you have to keep adding the information into the chat as people come in, and some people come in a little bit late. So you want to find a way of a procedure in which you can actually train your students or work. You don't have to keep doing that. Because this year we want to learn how to work smarter and not harder. And that gets very tedious as people come in later to keep adding, saying stuff in the chat. So think about a procedure when you're establishing your procedure in your for your syllabus, how you can do this, that you can practice with your students and train your students on. Okay, we're gonna take about 60 more seconds, then we're gonna move on. Okay. So as we go and people are loading in, let me show you some of the comments. I really like this Padlet thing, just to get a good feeler of how people are feeling or their thoughts at the beginning. I'm trying to go to where you guys started. Okay, so I think this is where you all start. 5 minutes, yeah. I've accomplished adding Bitmoji to announcements. Yes, Bitmoji thing, man, that craze is ridiculous right now. Change my picture on the Schoology to my Bitmoji picture, yeah. Creating assignments in the app, though not vital. Added Bitmoji icon all classes. I'm glad this person said that. Y'all, the Bitmoji is just a plus. That's not the most important thing when you're dealing with Schoology. The instruction is the most important thing. So don't spend all your time on the Bitmoji. You need to spend your time on creating assignments and being innovative with that. I've been able to set up the course and create some new materials. Good. Accomplishments: can navigate and understand the layout. That's the biggest thing. Create a Bitmoji Google slide and need help with everything else. Excellent, because Ms. Williams is going to help you with that. I can get to the course with no problem. That's a good start. Been able to get some classes created, can navigate for the most part. I've been able to log in and add folders. Good. Let's see. 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. Okay, 5 minutes. So the challenges: uploading assignments that have already been created in Google Drive. Beautiful. If it's in Google, Ms. Williams should help you with that today, because there's a section dealing with that. Not sure yet means that you probably haven't been playing around in it. You need to mess with it today, yes. My challenges was adding my Bitmoji to my announcement, getting Edmodo to function inside of Schoology. That's smart, because Edmodo, if you've been using it, you should still be using it. Just a little overwhelming overall. That's all right. Play with it. The more you're in Schoology, the less overwhelming it becomes. Bitmoji, how to upload assignments. Okay, we went through a whole training on uploading assignments. But we are going to hit that a little bit today also, okay? Integrate link in Vision Math. Someone else mentioned that in Vision Math curriculum. Understand student views and workflow, vision on how students working, grading assignments, and some more stuff they're adding. I've not been able to add my checklist. It's like they are lost. We're going to help you with that today. Not knowing how to add information. I don't know which information you're talking about. Our folders at least. Look, small victories, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have a question. How do I
Yes,
put the plus and minus on the palette? I don't understand.
Scroll down on this Padlet and you'll get down to the bottom. It'll be a plus. It's not gonna be a minus. It'll be a plus underneath the column. So if you scroll down all the way down, it's gonna be a plus, and you're adding at the bottom.
What course are we in?
This course right here. So once you look in the chat,
I added that.
Do you see? What do you see?
I just see my courses, course listing.
So go to the right where it says join course.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. That's what I did, and I put that, and I joined the course.
Then you should be in it. It should look like this. You have this icon here.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Which icon? See, I don't see that. I don't see that.
Okay, you're probably not in the right course right now. Then
That's
what does it say at the top?
I copy and pasted that course number in join courses, and it said I'm already in the course.
So go to courses.
Yeah, go to courses, and it should be there.
Yeah, find this icon. Looks like this.
Hold on, wait. Which one? Is it the one with the A2E2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
And like the pads, yes.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we are really pressed for time. We have like 3 different things we're going to hit today. Okay. Last time because we had 3 hours, we had a lot of time to kind of stop and and have people catch up and stuff. We don't really have that luxury today. Not saying that you can't ask any questions. You need to ask questions, but if you're struggling, especially if you have not taken a Schoology course as of yet, I would suggest the high school at 2 o'clock is having a Schoology 101 course for those people who just need the rudimentary basics. So if you're at the high school, that's good. I think some of the other campuses are also conducting those too, because you're going to be lost for the most part here, because we're moving fast, and we're adding on to what we did last time. So right now we should be in the screen where we see the Schoology 2.0 folder. When you scroll down, you're going to notice that we've embedded a lot of stuff. Instead of putting different, having you guys go to other links and go to other places, everything is embedded. If you can find an embed code, it's on and popping in Schoology. Okay. So according to this agenda, we have 3 major things that we're going to do. I'm sorry, let me go back to the norms. So try your best as we're going through this to be on a laptop or a desktop. As we're going through it, try to go through it yourself also. We will have some breaks. Just make sure if we say come back at a certain time, that you come back at a certain time. I don't know if we're gonna have breaks because you're on the property. So if you need to take a break, by all means, just go handle your business and come back. Be professional and be engaged and involved. It's a lot of information, just like the last one was a lot of information, and we have less time to give it. So 3 things we're gonna cover today. We're gonna talk about the most important thing about Schoology is the assignments that you issue out. But there's a time frame when you're going to be in front of the students doing a virtual synchronous instruction. And I've been hearing people, and I've been hearing some people say stuff like, they're going to take a PowerPoint and they're going to do this. The idea is you only have 15 minutes, 20 at the most. So you need to be as intentional with that time frame as possible to generate interest in the students, from the students, interest and engagement. So we're going to talk about some things that you can possibly do to get that instruction, that synchronous session, where it's inquiry driven versus you telling them everything. We're also going to talk about those Google apps, how to integrate them in your Bitmoji classroom. You'll have some help with Ms. Williams on making those things come to life or integrate into the system. And the last thing is, if you've been teaching for longer than a year, you have worksheets. We don't want you throwing those worksheets away. No, what we want to do is we want to convert those traditional worksheets and add them into the assessments portion of Schoology. So we're going to explore assessments more today. Okay, so let's go and click on this Schoology folder, Schoology 2.0 folder.
That is not
Here.
showing up on mine.
Refresh your screen.
Let's see. Okay. Thanks. Let's see.
And
Was
if
it
you have-
that?
I was about to say, if you have questions, feel free to put it in the chat while Ms.
Sorry,
Harris
yeah.
is doing her presentation. I can definitely answer or troubleshoot
Oh,
some things
perfect.
for you there too,
Thanks.
okay?
Okay.
The
thanks.
internet is choppy everywhere for some reason. I think because everybody's using it. So if a lot of times if you can't see something, refresh it first, and then you see if you have any real issues. Okay, so right now what we have in front of us. Ooh, I don't know what just happened. We have what just happened? We have the agenda. It's embedded in the Schoology page. You don't have to go anywhere for it. It's here. Why is it jumping like that? Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. So if you have any question about what we're doing, it's here. And then underneath there, it has 3 folders. These are the 3 sections of our training today. 3 sections. We're gonna try to do 30 minutes each, roughly. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use, it says using Media Album. Oh, hold on one second. I'm gonna publish this. That's at the end. At the end, you're gonna go to this, and this will be your attendance, but it's not published right now. So we'll wait till the end for that. But let's go, everyone go into the first folder. The first yellow folder says using Media Album. Click on that. One of the materials that we did not explore in Schoology, the first Schoology training, we did not talk about a cool one that's called Media Album. So everyone, if you click on the materials, down here it says add Media Album. Now, Media Album is not in a, it's not something you can, it's not a graded assignment, like it's not an assessment, it's not an assignment. You can use it for certain things. So today we're gonna take the first 30 minutes and we're gonna use Media Album as the way of delivering some instruction. If you go to the bottom, it says Inquiry Driven Synchronous Instruction Upload. Click on this. Inquiry Driven Synchronous Instruction Upload. And it has 3 pictures there. That means it's a Media Album. Here you have 5 different things, strategies that you can use when you are doing your 15-minute, no more than 20, synchronous instruction. And the ideal is that instead of you just throwing information at the students, you pique their interest first and get them to ask for the information. So let's go and explore this. Now you're gonna keep your screen on this. Keep your screen on this. I'm going to share my screen and show a PowerPoint. I know I just talked about PowerPoints, but but you're gonna see more examples. I just have 5 here. So 3 of these activities are coming from Lead Forward. Lead Forward has a list of instructional strategies that they have been, it's been accessible to anyone really, but specifically in the district for a number of years. And so once the COVID hit and people started being virtual, they went in and tweaked some of those strategies where it's more in alignment with a virtual reality. And then I go and I just tweak it my own way. So one of the things is called Odd One Out. And I am a Sesame Street baby. I love Sesame Street back when it was the count and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what they have on it now. And one of the things that they had was, one of these things is not like the other. I don't remember the rest of the song, but that strategy deals with observation skills, and it deals with identifying differences, picking up patterns. So you can use this as an example to pique the interest of students. So I'm going to go to my next slide. So right here, this is an example of odd man out. You have 4 different boxes. 3 of these things are related and one of them is not. This is an open-ended question. So what I want you to do is put this in the chat, in the Zoom chat. You tell me which one is the odd man out and why. So it needs to be not just a word, not fructose. You need to tell me why. So quickly, in the chat, answer the question. Which one is an odd man out and why? I'll give you about 60 seconds for this. I need everybody. I can't see my chat. I can't see the chat, Esther. Can you read a couple of those comments?
Why can't you see? Okay. Cholesterol is not like the others. It's not a sugar. Cholesterol because it doesn't end in ose. Cholesterol, not sugar. Cholesterol, all others are sugars. Cholesterol, not a sugar. We have geniuses on our thing today, man. Cholesterol.
Well, you know what?
Oh, cholesterol is a different shape. Thank you, my visual learner. Okay. Cholesterol is not sugar related. Cholesterol is not sugar. Cholesterol because it does not have CH2OH. Good Lord. Okay, you guys, yeah. Cholesterol doesn't have the right suffix. Cholesterol, the suffix is different. Cholesterol is not a sugar.
Okay, so I had someone in a previous session say sucrose, and his rationale was because it has two different structures attached to it. It's attached by O. Is he incorrect? No. But see, the only thing I wanted the people to get out of it is just to look at the names. I wanted them to realize that three of them have the suffix "ose," and that's a characteristic of a sugar. Let's just say we hadn't talked about sugars yet. I just want you to notice that three of them have ose and one doesn't. Because ose means sugar. We make songs out of ose means sugar. Ose means sugar. Now, I can introduce this biomolecules, whatever this topic is, through this stuff. Simply by using this and then identifying what's alike and what's not alike. Okay? Another example for this, I'm sorry, math folks, yours don't look as sexy as my science stuff. It looks kind of boring, but I had very little time when I was making this. But you can use it here. Here's an example for a math one. Here's an example for I did STEM. Yes, and they're totally different stuff. And this one is going to generate different answers. So you as a teacher need to come up with what you want them to get to, but you need to be accepting of their answers because they may have noticed something else that can be used as a teachable moment. I couldn't think of an English that was without putting a whole bunch of words on, but here, look, let's just say you haven't read these books yet, but you want them to, these are the books that you're going to read this year, and then you want them to show an interest. You can look, just looking at the covers, what do they think are the similarities? Which one do they think is not like the other? Anyway, you can use them in any different way, okay? This can be done, utilized so many different ways. So you are on your Schoology page. You're on this media album. I need you to go to Odd One Out, click on it. And in the comments at the bottom, you're going to tell me, everybody is doing this. The pros of it, what's good about it, and one pro and one con. What could be a challenge? So you take about 60 seconds.
And they're responding in the Schoology document.
Wait, where are we? Can you go through those steps again on how?
So you are, did you get to this? Are you here, Mr. Terrell?
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back.
Hold on.
Are you in the folder that says?
Yes. I'm there now.
Okay. So we're going to inquiry-driven synchronous instruction. And then you'll see these 5. Go to I One Out. At the bottom of it, it has a comments portion. Put your pro, one con.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And if you notice, you can't see other people's answers, right?
Yeah, I can.
You can see other people's answers?
Yes, I can too.
Okay, something I didn't enable. I disable, okay? Well, you don't supposed to. There's a way that you can enable them to see it and a way that you can disable it.
It's from the third of the class.
Okay. So if you notice, oh, you can't see this class though. Oh, cool. Let me make sure. On this one, the last one was Miss Brianna Wakama. Can you see anybody after that? Good. So for some reason you can see the previous class, but you can't see your class. So I should just go in and clean that out. So good. You should not be able to see each other's comments. So, but I can see it. So if I wanted to reconvene the class and whole group after they made comments, I can show what people commented here. So is engaging, con is navigation, getting to it, yeah. Pro, get students interested and has them interacting, con, not sure at this point. Pro, great icebreaker, con, may be difficult to integrate JRTC material. And I disagree, like I had to disagree in the other one. It doesn't matter what the material is. It can be, you can have words up there, you can mix words with graphics, you can mix it with tools, you can mix it with, I don't want to say weaponry, I don't know if you should do that for RTC, but you can, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Let's move on. The next one is another one from Lead Forward. It's similar to Odd One Out, but it's called Pick Up the Slip Up. Yeah, I like this graphic, I'm sorry. It trips me up. Okay. So Pick Up the Slip Up gives them a little bit more direction. I'm giving you a vocabulary term, and one of these things does not match it. I'm not going to make you answer this one. This is a little bit difficult. But just imagine if you are JRTC. I don't know what you do in JRTC. I don't know. I can't think of anything that you would do. Maybe, I don't know if y'all have to learn about the different wars or something. Y'all go that far? But you can find something, some term, and then you could put either words or text, or words or graphics around it, and they have to indicate which one does not belong. Okay. So, go back to your Schoology. Find Pick Up the Slip Up. I want one pro and one con. 60 seconds. Everyone's doing this. One pro and one con. And since I can see everyone, I would be able as a teacher to know who's commenting and who has not commented. I can't do it now because I got so many more people in here, but. So everyone is doing this. One pro and one con, because I don't see any comments so far. Let me go back in and click it again. Maybe they haven't uploaded because of my internet. Okay, there you go. Okay, I can see them now. Okay, so good visual, not sure yet for the con, allows for review for previously learned knowledge. Yeah, so I would think you can do it as a pre-assessment, but it's a good review. Now, the first one, I went out, you can do it at any point in your instruction. Like it can be introductory, it could be at the end, it could be in the middle, but this one, it is a good one to review certain terms. The visual is good, may need detailed explaining. Pro is an analytical and it lacks lack of participation. Okay, so it's a visual, likely need to explain the process. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, it does not have to be pictures, but pictures do help students remember stuff. And that's why I kind of, as a science teacher, kids don't remember vocabulary words, so you attach a picture to it. But you could really have textual information in there. Just don't overload it with the text because people don't like reading that much. But it doesn't have to be visual. It could be a mixture of a graphic and maybe a term, or it could be terms here. But let's go to the next one. This last one is another one from Lead Forward. Let's just say I have sections with big groups, big high student population. I got a lot of kids in my class. And when I do my breakout sessions or breakout rooms, it's gonna be a lot of kids in there. Maybe I have 6 kids in there. Well, if I had it where each student did something, they're required to do something, that is the best practice. That is best practices. Don't send people in there and they don't have a chore to do. So what I could do is I've embedded some dice from online to YouTube, and it just keeps spinning, and then you just stop it, and then they can get a number. So each student would have their own number. And then based on that number, it will determine what they're responsible for doing. So in this case, 4, they're gonna select the worst answer choice and justify. So I just copied a EOC release test question. It could be just a test question. It doesn't have to be anything graphical or anything. And they're going to have to do this. That number 4 person will have to select the worst answer and they have to justify why. That number 3 person is going to have to communicate a plan of starting and answering the item. So each person will have its own task to do if I'm in a group. This can be done in a breakout session, or if you have an assignment that they can do, it's asynchronous, they just have to get together and do it. So let's go back to Schoology. Find the rock and roll. 1 pro, 1 con. And we're going to take a second. So those 3 are from lead forward. 1 pro, 1 con. Do I have anyone who has any questions or concerns or anything like that about these 3 lead forward assignments or comments? Has anyone used these before? No? I can't see everybody's head. I see like 2 people's head. Okay. Woo. I know it seems tedious. We don't for 3 hours. Okay, the last 2. The last 2 are not from lead forward. This is just, I've been teaching for a number of years and this is what I've encountered. I don't remember I don't know who to credit it for, where I discovered it, but these are 2 strategies that I've utilized in life. So the next one, you may be familiar with it. It's called a claim evidence reasoning. In English, they don't call them CERs, they call them ACE. It's the same thing. So in science, we call it claim evidence reasoning because in science, you have to justify what you say. You can't just say something in science. You can, but nobody's listening to you. Everything has to be justified and you have to be able to make the claim, justify it using evidence, and then be able to communicate it in a coherent way. So that's what a claim evidence reasoning does. So I can use a graphical example here, or I can have text, or I can have anything. So they'll have a prompt from you. What does this graphic mean? I can do this to introduce this. If you're a science teacher, a physical science teacher, you may know what this is. But this looks like a lot going on to anybody else. So I can use this to introduce this concept. So they'll make a claim. Maybe their claim is moles is changing into mass, and it's changing into representative particles, and it also changing into a volume of gas. They will be incorrect, but if they justified it, or they said, the reason why I say this is because there's an arrow pointing from the moles to the mass. There's an arrow pointing from the moles to this, and then they coherently state it, then it doesn't matter that it's wrong. It's getting them to think about it before we actually talk about what it really means. Another example of that would be this. Just a plain question. Everything don't have to be pretty graphics. It's just because the test looks like this. So they have to, what is the correct way to write sentence A? They have to figure out what their answer is. Sentence A was from a paragraph, don't matter. But they have to figure out A. Why is it A? Give me the evidence that you're using from this that makes you think it's A. And then coherently state it in a reasoning statement. Here's another one. I like the Amoeba Sisters graph. I like graphics, y'all. It makes things so much easier to absorb. So if you had like a cartoon, a political cartoon or anything like that, you can say, what does this graphic mean? And they have to basically go and observe all the things that's in the graphic to be able to make a claim and provide some evidence. It's a simple task, but it does allow or does require them to do deeper thinking. So go back to your media album. Find claim, evidence, and reasoning. And add your pros and your cons. So Mr. Sloan says it's versatile activity to think about the why, yes. Anything you can require of them. And here's the thing, if they make a claim, or if they said, I think this is the odd one out, the thing about it is they want to know if they're correct. So you have them. You have them long enough to let them know if they were correct or right or wrong. Y'all just want to be right. PTO written response. Oh, okay, I get you. Okay. I'll just put in, I guess they were typing, I don't know. Okay, last but not least, this may seem familiar to some of y'all. If you've been in the ISTEAM or been around the way in this district for a while, you may have seen this. This is an example of an artful thinking strategy. In the chat, not in Schoology, but in the Zoom chat, I want you to write, what do you see? In the Zoom chat, not in Schoology, what do you see? Only what you see. If no inference, no I wonders, is what you only indicating what you see. Take a few seconds. Let me see if my chat will work yet. I don't know why it's not working. Ms. Williams, do you see anything in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, can you read some of them off? Not all of them.
You don't want all of them? Okay, hang on. Broken up snake, chopped up snake, segmented snake, a snake in pieces, broken snake, a snake divided, a divided snake, cut up snake, chopped up snake, an orange and green snake in pieces. I love it. Must be an art teacher.
But
Okay.
what else do you see? Anything else they have noticed?
Somebody said some type of propaganda. Okay.
Oh, that's it. Hold on. That's not what you see. You don't see propaganda. You see the snake. You can infer that it's propaganda, but you don't see that. Does anybody mention letters or join or die or anything like that?
So SC is at tails end, states, letters, eye and eyebrow, divided snake, question mark.
Now, hold on. Do you see that it's a state? You do not see. You can infer that it's a state. The reason why I'm saying that, thank you, Ms. Williams. The reason why I'm saying it is because the see, think, wonder, one, I look at it two ways. It requires students to actually really tap into observation skills. And two, it trains them on answering questions that you ask. It's a great way to introduce that concept of just give me what I asked you for, because they need to know the difference between a true observation and an inference. So the observation is you got the snake, it has multiple colors. You can tell me the colors, you can tell me that there's letters, you can tell me that it says join, you can say it's a comma or die in a period there, but in a line there, and it's in a frame, and the background is this, but that's what you see, no inference. Now, quickly, what do you think in the Zoom chat? Everybody, what do you think? Let me see if I can do, nope. It don't even show me that it's a chat. Technology.
That's crazy.
I don't know what's going on. But then again, at least the internet's working. It wasn't working yesterday.
True. Okay, you want me to start reading?
Yes, ma'am. Just a few of them.
Okay. This is the, what do you think? So South Carolina and North Carolina. Okay, actually somebody made a comment. I've done this in my class for inferencing before. You can't infer until you say exactly what you see. Yep. I see a broken up snake, house divided, parts of states. I think it's asking for unity of the colonies, division. It likely represents a region, Northeast United States. The snake.
Okay. Okay. So it was a great introduction to something. Let's just say we haven't talked about the American Revolution yet. They don't know, but somebody's going to be the one who says, you know, I think that's that NC, it's SC, those are states. And then someone may say, hey, is that dealing with whatever, 13 colonies, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that's where that probing comes. Now, the last thing we're going to do it quickly. And I'm giving you 60 seconds, I'm giving you 30. What do you wonder? Type it in the Zoom. So not only what do you infer, but you have to have a wonder also. 3 things. What do you see? What do you think? What do you wonder? You want them to wonder something. Go ahead, Ms. Williams.
Okay, hang on. I think it's an organizational poster. I wonder what it represents and why. I wonder why they chose a snake as representation. Who is it directed to? Who's pushing for this idea? Who won the war? Smiley face. Why is the snake being used as a symbol? What's the arrow? Join for union or
Okay.
die separated?
Thank you. Now you have them. Now they're showing some kind of interest. And if you throw in Hamilton video, you can give more interest because I'm on Hamilton right now. Everything I do in my life is Hamilton. But but it's a great way to get their interest. Another way, if you look at this, we're not going to go through the but if you have this, when I look at this, I think the Black Power symbol, right? But then if I go on further observations, I'm noticing in the back the boats. I'm noticing the industry skyline in the back. And I'm noticing there's a number of men down there with some pitchforks. So it's probably something more than I thought. So if you go through those steps, you will get them interested in what the next thing is. So last but not least, go to the website. Go to the Schoology and add your pros and cons for I see, I think, I wonder. Just said not enough coffee. Why can't I see this stuff? I think it may be my internet. Because it's not even allowing me to see. Okay, there you go. Oh, nope, that's old too. Okay, gets the wheels turning. Con, again, I worry about students being turned off if they do not initially feel like they understand. We don't always know things ahead of time. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I'll say do it anyway. But find a different way. And you may not like this way. Maybe one of the other things gets your fancy, or none of these. But find a different way to present the information that's going to get them interested in it for that 15 to 20 minutes, because you're leaving them alone after that. And they have to keep pursuing whatever it is. They have to do those assignments asynchronously. You want them to want to go and finish them, to figure out, uncover some information. Now, it is 10:54. We can't do what we were supposed to be doing. What we were going to do was break you guys out in session, breakout sessions, and each group would have to take one of these particular activities and recreate it with your content.
Let's do it. We can still do it.
We can still do it. Go ahead. So we're going to do this. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back one screen. Now, everyone needs to be in this, under this folder, using Media Album, and to execute inquiry. And underneath, I have a template page and I have a group's final products page. Click on the template page. I've created a Google slideshow with a template for each one of these activities. What you're going to do is, one member in your group is going to click on this and they're going to download, they're going to make a copy of it. They will share it to each member of the group. So you're gonna have to get to know each other. Each person will be different, responsible for a different one of these activities. No two people can do the same activity. So you're gonna have 5 members in your group. You have 5 different activities. You're going to go quickly. You gotta do everything quickly here. Find, if it's pick the slip up, find a vocabulary term that's coming up soon. Put 3 things in here. It could be an image, it could be another vocabulary word, it could be whatever you want, but you're going to recreate it with your content. Once you finish with that, let me go back. Uh-oh, that's not where it says groups final products, you're gonna upload the picture of that slide. Or if you're savvy, you can upload the whole PowerPoint for your group. It's up to you. So one of us will be jumping into your groups as you do it to help you out. But someone volunteer and tell me, what are the instructions?
In your own words.
In your own words.
Share the template with your group. one person share it with your group, pick a template to use, complete the template, upload it into the file.
Yes, very good. Which one do you upload it into?
The, I can't see it on my screen. Hold on. I'm looking on your screen. Can you scroll down?
Mm-hmm. Oh, down? No, is this one? Groups,
Oh,
final
the
products.
group final products file.
I was leading a witness. Okay. Groups, final products. So you only have, how long am I gonna give them? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
You have 10 minutes only because we got to keep moving. I know so much pressure. Imagine how those students feel when we just keep moving. So 10 minutes. During that time frame, if you need to take a break, don't take the break until you start doing your work. Submit your work, but take a break and everything and we reconvene afterwards. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Okay, you should be getting a link that says join breakout room. You're gonna go in there with 4 other people, okay? All right, let me see. And Ms. Harris, I haven't assigned you to a room, so then that way you can just join in with somebody.
Okay.
We have a couple of A2E2 site coordinators, so, and Central, so if they're in that group, we'll just go to another group, and that way we can make sure that, you know, we're helping out.
Okay.
Let me see, I'm gonna send you to breakout room 2, so 10 minutes, so 11:08, I'll make sure that everyone comes back in.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you to breakout room 2, and you don't have the option to come back to the main session?
I couldn't find it.
Dang, man, and I don't know how to take you back out.
I don't know. It's a lot of stuff from my account.
You know what? I can move you. Once I put you in there, I can move you somewhere else. It's showing me that option now. So let me go ahead and move you. I'm going to send you to breakout room. Actually, go to breakout room 1 because there's a lot of, we actually have a lot of health and PE teachers with us today. So
Okay.
just so you know. Okay, I'm going to send you breakout room 1 and then I'll move you to breakout room 2 after a couple minutes. Or just text me when you want to move. Okay?
And then it's 10:59. Let's say 11:10.
You sure?
No. What time?
No, I'm just saying. Okay, 11:10. That'll leave us
50 minutes.
50 minutes, so 25 minutes each. Yeah, we just gotta, I mean, if we
Can
go,
we do 20 minutes each and 25 at the most?
yeah, that's fine. And then, you know, we might just have to let everybody know that we'll end this session at 12:15. I mean, we'll just go over a little bit. I mean, we have to.
Well, we'll extend it to them if they want to stay.
Okay. We didn't even do the Zoom stuff at the end either. Okay, so I'll move you to room 1.
Only things, it should be 3 hours.
Text me if you need, when you want to move, okay?
Worksheets. We're supposed to choose one of the worksheets and kind of recreate it, you know, with our own lesson.
Correct. Did anyone need help or see, can I help somebody show you how to do something?
Is that we do individual work?
Yes, you can actually create your own slide. Like you can edit it and make your own slide, and then you can download it as a picture, and then we're gonna put it in the media album together, like as a group.
Oh, okay.
But we want
Thank
you to kind of have practice. So yeah, if your group, if you guys just want to do one slide all together, or if you want to do your own, I can show you how to download it as a picture and then we can upload it together.
Okay.
We probably need to work together because I don't have a clue.
That's fine.
Should have been in 0.00.
Now, you know what? Some of this training needed to be done like in person because it's so difficult maneuvering Zoom and the training at the same time. Even training on Zoom, period, is a little difficult. But if anyone's ready to share their screen and show the slides, we can even work on it together like that if you want.
See, I don't even have the slides. That's what I'm.
Okay, I put it in the chat. If you want to, can you access the chat? I can put it in there again.
Okay, let me go to my chat. Oh, okay, I see them down here.
Okay, so is it Pruitt, Mr. Pruitt?
No, it's Coach Glenn.
No, somebody just started sharing their screen.
Oh, I'm like, my voice that.
Okay, so did you add anything in here, or did you is this the slide that you want to use? Okay, cool. All right, so which slide did you want to actually use for this activity? Let's just choose one. Do we want to do the odd one out? Do we want to do, so scroll down.
I was thinking about doing the, I thought that one was pretty cool.
All right, cool. Let's do that. That's actually the easiest one. So if in order to actually add an image in there, do you know how to add an image into your Google slide?
Yeah, I can just, I can go online and get one.
Yeah, so go ahead and do that. And for those that don't know, you just go to, you can actually just import an image from the toolbar. It's right next to the text box. Yeah, that one. And then go search the web. And it'll open up a little search engine right in there. I don't know, whatever you want to do. I don't know what subject you teach.
I'm waiting on it to give me the window.
Oh, it's on the right. You don't, oh, you know what? Our Zoom face might be blocking
there
it.
it is. There it
Yeah.
is. I'm thinking about what I want to, let's see here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, so it's in there. You can resize it if you want. Okay, hang on, let me move my stuff out. Okay, that's cool. All right, now we want to just save this slide as a picture. So since you already have the slide chosen, go up to the top left where it says File. Go down a little bit and where it says Download. Keep going, yep. And then go over to where it says, and then go down to where it says JPEG. You can do JPEG or PNG, whichever one you want, but we'll do JPEG for now. And then it should like download it to your, yeah, wherever you save it, just make sure you can find it. And that's the title of it, copy of template slideshow, that's fine, save. And then let's go back to your Schoology class. All right, and then click on the Using Media Album again, yep. I'm gonna scroll down to where it says Groups, yes. And now go over to the right where it says Add Media. And then just attach file, yep. I think it's the very first one. Yep. Open. Add media. There it is. Now people can start to comment on it and leave their you know, whatever discussion you want to start with everyone. You can just put that in the direction. So as a teacher, if you were to do this activity, you know, just put your directions at the top, and then students can start uploading their images, or you have preset images in there and you just want them to start discussing different things. You can even, you know, assign group work that way. I mean, that so many things you can start doing with this media album.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So Pruitt, you should have did the Army, man. Nobody know about the Air Force.
Hey, look, I just picked the first 6, man.
Yeah.
All
right. So, okay. So if anybody else wants to do that, looks like Pruitt can show you how to do that now. I'm going to jump into another room. Okay. And then I think we only have a couple more minutes left anyway, and then we'll come back together. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we all okay in here? Yes.
We seem to be having some audio issues, and I don't know, potentially. But yeah, I think we're okay.
All right. Did we upload a picture or our slide into the Schoology Media Album?
Not yet. No.
Okay. If you need help with that, we can show you how to do that.
I will need that help. Yes, please. Here in just a little bit. I'm not quite there yet.
Okay, and I think once we go back to the main session, we'll just walk through that process again, and then you can always add your image later.
That would be wonderful. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
How did it go, the groups?
So, just one. I moved you to another room.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
I did not see it. It did not come up.
It kept saying did not join yet. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. That's all right. That's fine.
Can you walk everyone through just how to save their picture as a, okay, good. Awesome.
Is it over with?
That's mine.
So breakout rooms are done. Welcome back.
It is all right if you struggled and then get it done in a timely fashion. It is what it is. Okay, so let's talk about how do if I want my students to actually, if every one of the students did something, I want each individual student to be able to put their work up, or I can do a group. Now let's do this. So here's my picture. I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to download. I'm going to download it as a JPEG or a PNG. Those are pictures. Okay, either one of those image options. So when I downloaded it, I see it down here. I can go to my media album. If it's saved somewhere on my hard drive, I can go there and I can go to, I can click on it. To the right, it says add media. And I just add that file. I don't know where to download it.
Can you go over that again for our group?
I sure can. There it is. And add it, and it should pop up. So once again, go to your slide. Doesn't matter what slide it is. I mean, go to your slide.
Okay.
Go to File. Go to Download.
Okay.
You have to ask yourself, what do you want it to download as? I want an image. So I'm going to go to either one of these options. I always do JPEG. I don't know the difference.
Okay, did that. Ms. Linwood, you got it. We working together.
Ma'am, I do. I put it in there already.
Okay, she already put it in there. We're tag teaming. We're tag teaming in our group.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Finally got a music one. That's not everybody, but oh, look at that. Oh, y'all make my heart flutter. Oh, I got a PE one. Which one is, don't put the answer. You're supposed to have the kids come up with one. Interesting. Okay, so easy peasy. It's not that necessarily easy, but it is what it is. It is 11:13. Our next thing. Breathe for a second, but all you get is a second. I'm gonna go back to my folder with all, and the red folder with all those three yellow folders here. We're about to split you up. Half of you guys are gonna go with Ms. Williams, and you're gonna go on how to integrate Bitmoji into Classroom and all those Google apps and stuff. And the other half is gonna go with me. And we're gonna take some of those worksheets you have, because I know you got a lot of them, and make them where we can put them in the assessment, okay? We will have about 20 minutes